Shout out to everybody. Your boy is back. I do want to say this though. I got a monster here. This is the Kef LS50 Meta. Oh God. Oh God, it's heavy. This is permanent in my house. This is in my bedroom. This is permanent. I want to talk to you guys about this speaker and a little bit about me. A lot of people, some people know, some people don't. I go to a lot of audio conventions. I've been in search of a speaker that can give me warm, fuzzy feelings when I'm listening to it. I think a speaker has a big job, right? A speaker is not just a speaker. It's a mode. It's like a conduit into an artist's soul, I feel like. And a speaker has the ability to make you love something, maybe not care for it, and, hate something, just depending on the speaker. In my opinion, I went to Audiophile Live. I heard a lot of different setups, a lot of speakers, super expensive speakers, amazing sounding speakers, $10,000 amps and this and that and the works, right? Even Exponent, I just went to Exponent, heard a lot of different things. What was it? I think it was like last year. I stopped at a store called Hi-Fi Buys in Nashville, and I'm not going to tell you to buy anything from them. Some of their stuff is high. I'm not going to tell you to buy anything from them. But I was like, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's the LS50 Meta. And I was like, oh, let me hear it. Right. And they turned it on. And, obviously the source chain was super expensive, right? They turned it on and they cranked it up. And when they did that, I was floored, right? Not because this thing had a lot of bass. It didn't really have much bass at all to it, right? It's just how because like the Kef speakers, right? The driver's kind of like it fans the sound out, right? So it was a big room, and these two small speakers just filled the space, and it felt grand. And I was floored. I was amazed. I'm like, one day I got to get these speakers. Went into a Best Buy, and I seen that they had some Kef LS50 Metas. They had the blue ones, and I'm like, I really don't like blue, and I can't make the blue work in my house at all. And I went online, and I seen that they had the white ones, and I'm like, I'm going to audition these, right? If I don't like them, I'm taking them back, right? I've got I think at the time I had an Ever Solo 8 or something like that. I'm going to audition them, take them home. If I don't like them, I'm just going to get rid of them. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. Well, 15-day policy at Best Buy, it's not a big deal. Return it, right? I got them home, and I hooked up. It wasn't my Ever Solo. I hooked up at the time. I had a Marantz Cinema 50, right? I hooked that up. Mind you, I just have the two speakers. I don't have like a center channel in the bedroom for these, nothing. Just two speakers. And I was blown away what that Marantz Cinema 50 did with these speakers. So I started going down the rabbit hole. How much power do these things really take? How can I make them sound their best? Because they sound insane with the Marantz Cinema 50, right? Went to the Ever Solo and just, messed around with them for a while to the point where I'm just like, I cannot get rid of these. Even, I'll hook these up to my Onkyo RZ50, right? Listen to movies. One of his Godzilla -1. Hooked up to subwoofer SB2000 Pro, right? And there's this scene in the beginning when you first see Godzilla. And he's got he's looking at the guy in the airplane, and he's like rattling, kind of like growling a little bit. And he growls and then he roars and all that. And the crazy part about these speakers is that I felt, and I know a lot of this had to do with, Direct Live and all of that, but I felt the sound come all around me. And it's just like, yo, how's this happening? How's this happening with two speakers? It's insane. And I listen to music with the Onkyo RZ50. I'm like, oh my God, this sounds good with the Onkyo RZ50. It's just everything that I hooked it up to, these speakers just sounded amazing. And it got to the point where I couldn't get rid of them. I can go through harmonic distortion figures and frequency range. A lot of that doesn't matter. The reason why I say that, some things can reach 20, 30,000. It doesn't matter. Is a lot of these things you can't hear, right? How does this thing sound? To me, incredibly smooth, incredibly rich, incredibly detailed, right? And I feel like I understand the artist a little bit more with these speakers. It's just what it is. And it doesn't matter what I throw at it. I could hook this thing up to a Wing Ultra. I could hook it up to Apple TV, listen to music through Apple TV. And it doesn't matter what the source chain, these things sound amazing. And sometimes a speaker can be too good, right? Or too revealing to where it reveals a lot of details that you don't want to hear. And I don't feel like that happens with this speaker. Like even I listened to Anya Only Time, right? Anya, whatever her name is. She got this song called Only in Time that came out. It was a real popular song back in the day. These speakers, you can hear that they're using like multiple different microphones to record her, like the chorus of that. But it sounds so breathtaking. Right. And, that's not a song I normally listen to, but it just sounds so insane on these things. And it kind of redefines hi-fi to me, right? Because I feel like these are comparable, really good speakers, right? But you can get really stupidly insane with price with speakers. You can get some Paradigms, you can get some Towers, you can get really silly with speakers. I feel like I don't need anything else with these. Am I bugging here? Let me know down in the comment section. I don't feel like I need anything else. I don't feel like these are lacking. The only thing that I have an issue with these speakers is like if you crank it too loud, the speaker could fall apart, right? If it's just extremely loud, right? To, decibels that you're really not gonna listen. Like if you have like a majorly like insanely big room and you're cranking it up, they could fall apart a little bit. You know what I mean? Depending on the source chain that you have. Normal listening levels, amazing. Moderate listening levels, amazing. Kind of high listening levels, amazing. Very little distortion. When you crank it up, where you kind of want to feel like you're gonna lose your hearing or something, it's not gonna sound its best, right? In my opinion, some people feel like it sounds amazing at super high volumes. It needs a subwoofer, right? You add a subwoofer, a lot of that goes away, right? Because this is not meant to produce a lot of bass. It's not. It focuses mainly on the mid-range and giving you that air, that sweetness, that air that you're going to like. That's what this thing focuses on. You hook this up to the subwoofer, crank it up all day long, right? But if you're just depending on the, this thing to do, it's one driver, subwoofer output and all of that. Some speakers can do all of that, right? Give you a lot of deep bass, right? This one, not so much. Needs a subwoofer. Does that change my mind about it? No. I'm in love. And like, it just looks amazing. Like sitting in my room when I walk by, I'm like, oh my God, I love this thing. And sometimes I don't even want to play music, but I love the way it looks so so good. I just turn the music on and just listen to it. Watch the driver move around and the Uni-Q. It's amazing. It's amazing. LS50 Meta. There's a Metamaterial, and I've got Kef 750s in the house. I've got, other Kefs in the house too. The LS50, I feel like, is here to stay, and I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. I can, we could talk about numbers all day. What this thing can do, what it can't do. It does more than what it can't. I'll tell you that in terms of sound, right? And it kind of reminds me of the ZMF Atrium. Just, just a lot of information in the mids, a lot of, that stuff that makes you feel warm and fuzzy. This does it. A lot of people talk about air. Oh, speaker has got to have air, and this does it. Does it very well. you know, with multiple different source chains. You don't have to have a high dollar source chain for this thing, and it's going to sound amazing. And that's the thing. We get into buying products and spending a lot of money, and some of us, we just like doing it, right? It's just buying a product and having it show up to the door is amazing, right? And we get the upgrade, but for 2-channel listening, I don't feel like this is, you know, I buy headphones all day long, right? Different headphones, different towers and stuff like that a lot of times. But these, I don't feel like they're ever going to leave. I love them. Let me know what y'all think and down in the comment section. If you got any questions, I'm not going to give you a whole big spiel and, click the link if you want to. Find a distributor and buy it if you want it, right? I am not sponsored by anybody. I just own it, right? And it's one of these products that I get excited about all the time. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna go home and listen to this. Reggae music, you know, whatever, classical. And it's not gonna let me down. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Make sure you're strong. This thing's very dense. Kind of makes me feel like I'm, you know, some kind of element. Super dense element here. Very, very heavy. Built very well. Well worth the price. I'm out, y'all. Peace.